Hello everybody, Disciple here with Overwatch Curios. So achievements are pretty much a staple in gaming these days, especially if you play on console or on Steam. They give completionists something to work towards, as they provide incentives for players to try and accomplish specific things within the game that are outside of the general game progression, and they typically award something for doing so. The interest in earning achievements is so high that achievement hunting itself becomes a part of the game for many players. Now, most platforms or games even publicly display achievement points on player profiles, forums, etc., so there becomes a sense of accomplishment for players getting more and more of these achievements. Not only that, but in Overwatch a lot of these achievements unlock cosmetic items like sprays, allowing you to customize your favorite heroes in different ways. Now in the past, we took a look at some of the hardest achievements in Overwatch, so in today's video, we're gonna flip the book and talk about the easiest achievements in the game, and exactly how you can go about obtaining them for some cheap and easy sprays, if you haven't managed to do so already. Now we'll be excluding any seasonal achievements from this list since they're going to be locked behind events which may or may not be available again, and I want you guys who are watching the video right now to be able to go into game and get these. So with that being said, let's jump right in. Now our first achievement is quite possibly the easiest achievement in the entire game, with one very simple requirement behind it. The friend zone requires you to play a quick play or competitive game while in a group with a friend, and for doing so awards you the Man and Omnic Spray, a neat display of the importance of embracing our Omnic friends, or just any friend in general. Now obviously there's a barrier here in terms of achieving this, in that some players may not have friends who play the game, or may have friends who play on different platforms. So while incredibly simple to achieve, some people may not have the means to do so. Don't worry though, since we here at Overwatch Curios have you guys covered. If you want to check out our Discord server, you'll find tons of people to talk about Overwatch with, spread some wholesome memes, and possibly even find some teammates to join up with, regardless of which platform you're going to play the game on. So if you follow the link down below, you're sure to find at least one person you can hop into a game with and get this easy spray. Now if trolling enemies happens to be your forte, our next achievement may be right up your alley. Symmetra's turrets deal damage at a rate of 30 damage per second, with the drawback of only having 1 HP. Now there's strength in numbers though, so when all 6 turrets happen to fire at the same time, that stacks up to an overwhelming 180 damage per second, making them one of the most powerful sources of non-ultimate related damage in the entire game. Now the Car Wash achievement is granted to any player who damages a single enemy with all 6 turrets at the same point in time. Earning its name for the fountain of blue beams that can shower down on enemies, this achievement makes our list because of how easy it can be to do. Now the Car Wash doesn't require that you kill the enemy, so if you're looking for this achievement, really all you need to do is station all 6 turrets in a tight choke point and wait for unsuspecting enemies to pass into their line of sight. In doing so, the enemy will be slowed to a complete crawl, and they'll be forced to either turn around and deal with them, or just flop over and die. This achievement has become even easier since release, now that Symmetra can remotely project a barrier to protect them. While arguably you should be using all of your turrets and your shield to help protect your allies and hinder your enemies, it's pretty easy to get this achievement regardless. Keep in mind that height is your friend in shooters, so to avoid any splash damage from explosions like Junkrat grenades or far as rockets, you want to position them as high as possible. Upon waxing a target with all 6 turrets, you'll unlock the Pixel Symmetra spray, and probably have somebody facepalming in shame as they watch the replay of what exactly just happened to them. Now one thing that's interesting, and one reason why this makes the list, is that this achievement was actually buffed or nerfed, however you want to look at it, at some point in the past. It used to be that Symmetra had to damage an enemy with 7 beams at once, meaning she had to hit them with all 6 of her turrets, as well as her primary fire as well, and if she damaged them with all 7 within a short window of time, then she could unlock it. But now it's been nerfed to just 6 sources of damage, so you could actually achieve this with 5 turrets and your primary fire as well. Now, even if you're completely new to shooters, this next achievement is the quintessential participation trophy of the game. Level 10 is an achievement that shockingly is granted to every player as soon as their account reaches level 10. It requires no involvement or outside factors other than simply playing the game long enough. Since every completed match grants experience at the end, all you really need to do is stick around to the end of the match for a few games. The total amount of XP needed for this achievement is 12,500, and since players are awarded a 1,500 XP bonus for the first win of each day, this achievement can be unlocked in as few as 4 or 5 games, so long as the player wins every match they play and they utilize that first win of the day bonus. Now, whether you're just a casual player chasing that first win of the day, or you're going to power it out in a single session, you'll be awarded with the Forge Onward spray, which I'm pretty sure no one's ever actually used. Now, if pixel sprays aren't your type, our next hero unlock may be perfect for you. Reinhardt's Storm, Earth, and Fire is first of all a direct reference to a band of Blizzard employees. First appearing in the credits for Warcraft 3, The Frozen Throne, the elite Tauren chieftains have been featured in Warcraft games for years, and have since also written StarCraft and Diablo songs. Their first song, Power of the Horde, opens with the line, "Storm, Earth, and Fire, heed my call." Now, what does this have to do with Overwatch? Well, not a lot really, but the way that Blizzard continually references its own projects within its games is absolutely awesome, and I hope crossovers continue into Overwatch and other games as well. To unlock this achievement for Reinhardt, all you need to do is land Reinhardt's Fire Strike and Charge on a target after using Earth Shatter. It's a simple task given that any enemy hit with Earth Shatter will be helplessly stunned and lying on the ground, but there are a few things to keep in mind. First of all, any form of barrier in the game will negate the stun effect of Earth Shatter, so enemies such as Winston, Reinhardt, and Zarya are all capable of stopping your ultimate dead in its tracks. Play around this by waiting for the shields to drop, or potentially attack from an unexpected location so that they aren't able to get their shields up in time. Now, the second issue in achieving this is that your target might actually die before you hit them with the charge at the end of the combo. Your Earth Shatter deals 50 damage to everyone hit, while Flame Strike deals 100 damage. So that means 150 HP of Tracer or Baby Diva won't allow you to actually get the achievement, and any 200 health targets that might have received damage from somewhere else will also keep you from achieving it. Your ideal target for the sole purpose of achieving this will be tanks or higher health targets such as Bastion, Reaper, Mei, or now Doomfist. Once you land the stun, simply fire your Earth Strike at the target and follow it up with a charge. You don't need to pin the target to earn the achievement, it'll be granted merely on collision. For doing so, you'll be awarded the cute Reinhardt spray, which is exactly what Reinhardt would love to be called. Just say it to his face. I dare you. Now, our next achievement is incredibly easy, but it was actually only recently discovered by a Lucio player who wishes to remain anonymous. Now, Escort Duty is an achievement wrapped behind teaching the fundamentals of playing Overwatch, and as such, it was only recently unearthed. To get this achievement, all you have to do is push a payload 100 meters without leaving it in competitive or quick play, which unfortunately means that you can't achieve it on someone like Genji. Of course, there are several obvious barriers to obtaining this. For starters, you'll have to actually be on a payload or hybrid map and on the attacking side so that you can actually push the payload. Once there, you simply need to push it without leaving the area of influence around it. Of course, no progress will be made if enemies are on the payload, so if you're looking to unlock this one, you'll ideally want to go for it at the tail end of a team fight. But as long as you're still contesting it, you'll keep working towards that 100 meters once it starts moving again. The downtime between fights will allow you to generate a lot of progress towards it, and typically 2 successful team fights will be enough to unlock it. There are a few issues though. If an enemy knockback, such as Winston's Primal Rage or Pharah's Concussive Blast, knocks you outside of the range, then it will reset and you'll have to go back to 0 meters. On a similar note, dying will also cause that counter to be reset as well. And earlier jokes aside, supports such as Lucio or Zenyatta are much more inclined to benefit from escorting a payload while behind the line of confrontation than something like an offensive hero would be. Reinhardt actually makes a great candidate for this achievement since he can place his barrier while riding the payload and still give his team the benefit of his shield, while someone like Winston might actually prefer to jump off the payload to really win a fight and might not be able to get this very consistently. Now, once you've completed the achievement, you'll unlock the Out of My Way spray, which you should equip immediately on every hero to show your teammates that you have what it takes to win. Seriously though, what if escorting the payload became a thing of pride for the Overwatch community? Well, until then, I guess we'll cling to the one time we move the cart 100 meters. Well, that does it for our list of the 5 easiest achievements in Overwatch. But what do you all think? Are there any hero unlocks that we might have missed that you find incredibly easy yourself? If so, let us know in the comments section below because we love to see discussions about these things in our videos, and I'm sure some of you guys are going to say that Rapid Discord is so easy and you can't believe everyone else hasn't gotten it. And if you'd like to spread the message of pushing the payload, make sure to equip your Out of My Way spray. Or you can also subscribe to our channel where we'll tell you all of the greatest and latest Overwatch strategies to up your game. Until next time, peace.